let's go right back to the phone calls. Next up is James listening in Seattle, Washington on KCIS. Hi, James.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, thank you.
Hey, thanks for taking my call.
My pleasure.
I just had a couple questions about, I find myself lately spending too much time being skeptical with, everything, spending hours on hours searching for answers, just almost searching for answers for God's existence without, spending time with God. And it's really put me in a backslide. The last month or so, I haven't been praying nearly at all. I find myself even questioning it completely, stop going to church. But it's really put me down, and it's one thing because I want a relationship so bad, but for some reason something is holding me back, and I don't know what to do. I've tried reaching out to the church that I go to, but sometimes they say that they're too busy, or I don't know. What do you think about skeptics and searching for answers other than in the Bible?
Well, a couple of things I would say. First, let me deal with this macro issue. For me to tell you, let's say you want to excel at golf, and you're a beginner, and I say to you, you know what? Just go play in the Masters, which is perhaps the most prestigious of all the golf tournaments, or go win the British Open. If you really love golf, go do that. That would be absurd. There's no way that you could do that. What you are better served to hear is that you should start doing the very things that creates the Christ life in you, which is to say, you ought to be an apprentice or a follower or a disciple of Jesus Christ, and that is to imitate what Jesus did through prayer, through getting into the Word of God and getting the Word of God into you, through exercising solitude and silence, through fasting, to again become an imitator of Jesus Christ. And through doing that, you will become Christ-like. So you can't become a disciple of Jesus Christ unless you do the things that Jesus Christ did. Secondly, in terms of searching for answers, I think it's good to search for answers. Not only good, but I think it's useful in the economy of God to search for answers. I have searched for answers on a wide range of issues over a long period of time, and I see that that search not only edifies me and encourages me in the faith, but also allows me to edify, exhort, encourage, and equip others in the faith. Let's look, though, at what we do know, and we can know this with certainty. We can know that there is a God. That's not something that can be stated just for Christians, but for anyone. In other words, the heavens declare the glory of God. God's eternal power, divine nature, clearly understood through what has been made. So if you look at the universe in which you reside, you know there is a God. The outward evidence is overwhelming. But God has also written a knowledge of himself on the tablet of your heart, and therefore, as Jesus would say, we are without excuse in that he says, light came into darkness, but men loved darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. It's not that there wasn't enough light. If there was, we'd have an excuse. But we love darkness rather than light because our deeds are evil. Now, what's really interesting about that is we not only believe in this God because of the external evidence, but we believe in God because he has revealed himself in the person and work of Jesus Christ, and then demonstrated that this Christ was, in fact, God because he had the power to lay down his life and take it up again. So the resurrection is a certainty, not something we believe through blind faith, but rather something that we comprehend as a result of faith and evidence. And then we have the Bible, which demonstrates itself to be divine as opposed to merely human in origin. Now, with that as the backdrop, we at least have certainty that there is a God, that Jesus Christ is God, and that he's left us with a satisfactory revelation to answer the deepest needs and questions in terms of both our faith and our practice. So we have a bedrock. We have pillars and posts that we can cling to. So our faith won't be shaken in the midst of asking questions or seeking answers. And again, God doesn't allow us to do that gratuitously. He's put that in your heart so that you will be equipped. And as a result of being equipped, you can use what you've learned to reach others. So I think that may be, in fact, a very good thing in your life.